Well, the highly anticipated preseason is finally here. So the Texans take down the Saints 17-13 in the preseason opener in Houston. And not really too worried about the score, rather they would have won or lost. Honestly, preseason is all about really seeing what younger guys can bring to the table, rookies especially, bottom of the roster guys, and just whatnot. You don't get to see a lot of out of your starters. Uh, like Davis Mills, barely played today. He went. We'll get into stats here in a second, but like he only threw for 14 yards, 3 for 3. Really wish they would let him throw the ball a little bit more. But our best player on offense, Brandon Cooks, didn't play at all. I'm upset that players like Derek Stingley Jr. didn't play. I understand why they didn't play him. They're being careful with his injury from last year, but they say that it's completely healed. They're being really weird with Derek Stingley, and it's worrying me because a lot of this stuff went down with Clowney. I really hope that Derek Stingley just ended up being Clowney 2.0 for this team. But players like Kenyon Green didn't play. John Mechie obviously didn't play due to his, matters off the field. He has leukemia right now. Other rookies, but let's just get into the stats, and we'll make this a short video. So Davis Mills went 3 for 3, 14 yards, like I already said. They didn't let him air the ball out very much. Most of his passes are very short. At that point, why even play the guy? Honestly, if you're only going to use him for that, you didn't really see anything out of him, or you didn't gain any new intel on Davis Mills. So at that point, why even risking for the injury? We saw Zach Wilson get hurt yesterday for the Jets. Different circumstances because he was rolling out of the pocket running, which I'm glad we didn't see from Davis Mills. But the point being, preseason is a very controversial time for some teams. Like, oh, why are you playing this player? Why aren't you playing this player? Blah, 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 blah. Davis Mills, if that's what you're going to do with him, don't even play him. Next. So Jeff Driscoll played most of the day at quarterback due to Kyle Allen getting COVID a couple days ago. So Jeff Driscoll had a rough night, honestly. He went 16 for 26 with 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. And most of his interceptions were really ugly, especially the last one. Just a bad throw. But the main player I want to talk about is Dameon Pierce. He is one of very few drafted rookies that played for us tonight, and he looked amazing. 5 carries for 49 yards, averaging almost 10 yards a carry. Man's almost averaged a first down a carry. Now, I understand it's preseason. He's playing against a lot of scrubs. I'm very impressed with him, and I loved seeing his run style. He runs downhill, breaks contact, great contact balance. Dameon Pierce is going to be a very, very good player for us in the future. I'm not really going to go over the rest of the backs. Royce Freeman had 12 carries for 25 yards. Marlon Mack, actually, I'm going to go over him. Only 3 carries for 6 yards. He got blown up on the first play from scrimmage. Just not his night. Also, that was with the first team reps. And our first team offensive line didn't even hardly play. I think we had 2 first teamers play. We had A.J. Cann, Titus Howard play on the right side. But Justin Britt didn't play. Left guard, obviously, we didn't have Max Sharping or Kenyon Green play. Then Larry Mututzel obviously wasn't going to play in this game either. So we're missing 3 out of our 5 starting offensive linemen. So the deck was stacked against him to begin with. Receiving, our best receiver of the night was Jalen Camp, who had 2 receptions for 53 yards and a touchdown. Johnny Johnson with two receptions for 25 yards and a touchdown also. He actually caught the game-winning touchdown from Jeff Driscoll. Chris Moore, 2 catches for 25 yards. No touchdowns for him, though. You see a trend here. Nobody went over 3 receptions, and that person was actually Royce Freeman, of all people, the running back. Almost everybody had. There were 6 7 receivers with 2 receptions. Really odd. Really odd. I'm looking at Brevin Jordan here. He had 1 catch for 7 yards. He upset me so bad near the end of the half. He had just a dropped wide open pass, and that is not something I want to see from him because I believe that he can be the tight end of the future for this team, but not with something like that. It's ugly job from him. So let's go to the defense. They were giving up a lot of yards throughout the entire game. They did a lot early too. But as the game kind of went on, it felt like Ian Book, the quarterback for the Saints for most of tonight, was running for his life a lot. He got sacked 5 times, 2 of which belonged to Derek Rivers, 1 to Thomas Booker, 1 to, I honestly can't say this guy's name, Agbonia Akaragwu. I'm looking forward to seeing him, but I have to learn how to say his name. It's my fault. And then Kurt Henish, who I don't even know who that is. I didn't know he was on the roster. Had a sack also tonight. And then the other headliner on defense was Tremon Smith. He ended up getting an interception. It was a lucky interception, but still got an interception nonetheless. The defense did come up big, a couple of spots. They forced 2 fumbles that they ended up recovering and kept the Texans in this game. And that's pretty much it. The return specialists, I mean, Tremon Smith had 1 return for 25 yards, and Chad Beebe had 1 return for 20 yards on kick returns. And then kicking, Kyrie Fairbairn went 1 for 2. He made both of his extra points. Went 1 for 2 on the field goals. The one that he missed was let me do the calculation here. 41 plus. It's a 58-yarder near at the end of the half. I mean, I don't blame him too much for missing it. It would have been good, just barely from the power standpoint. It was just a little off to the right. Can't fault him too much for it though. So anyway, nice preseason opener here. Can't wait to get to the other games, and hope you guys have a good night.